We will continue on with today's Coors Light Pull Award winner for Sunday's 48th annual AAA 400 Drive for Autism here at Dover International Speedway. And that is none other than Kyle Busch, driver of the number 18 Pedigree Pet Care Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. Kyle, fantastic lap you had out there. Could you please walk us through your qualifying effort?
It was pretty good for us. You know, the first run we were really loose, and then Adam and I talked about it, made some changes to the car for the second round, and made the car a lot better and busted off a really fast lap, I thought. Held up there in the second round, and then the third round we were just trying not to mess it up and be able to repeat it. So, I wasn't sure that the lap was going to be fast enough that it was going to stick, but it seemed to be just quick enough. So, we'll take that. The Pedigree Camry's shown speed since we unloaded here, earlier today, and came off the truck pretty quick. And then some other guys kind of caught up to us there, and we were able to repeat the speed that we had earlier today and be able to put it on top here for qualifying.
Okay, we will open the floor up for questions. If you have questions for Kyle, please raise your hand. We'll start in the back with Jeff and work our way around.
Jeff Gluck from jeffgluck.com. Kyle, I was just wondering if you could expand on why you were so upset last week from the time you were on pit road where you seemed fine to when you came in the media center.
Yeah, I sat in my car for a few seconds and kind of dwelled on the loss a little bit extra before the TV interview, but then as got to the media center, that time kind of grew and realized on what we missed out on, and that was the opportunity of being able to win a Coke 600 and driving as hard as you do for 600 miles and passing the 78 car. I thought that was for the win, and then watching the 48 car run out of fuel, and then hearing that the 3 was in front of us, you were hoping that he would run out for your own sake, but they didn't, and there's nothing to take away from his win. But that's a marquee event and a big one to win, and I've won 2 of them. That would have been third. That would have only left me with the Daytona 500. And of course, also too, the other aspect that I looked at was we won the All-Star race, and we were going for the sweep of Charlotte. So there was a lot of things kind of riding on the line that meant a lot to me and that would have been special to me. And I guess I should care less about those sort of things and not show that sort of emotion. But all in all, I think that's what was on the line for us, and we weren't able to achieve. So it was pretty disappointing.
Okay, we'll go next to Bob and then to Jerry.
Bob Pocker, ESPN. With the strong runs in Charlotte by all the Gibbs guys, did you, compared to where you guys were at the start of the year, did you fix kind of what was wrong? Like, do you guys know what was wrong? Did you and have you fixed it, or are things still maybe a little bit of a mystery?
I think the competition's just kind of caught up with us, to be honest with you. I think the Ganassi cars are certainly a lot better than what they were last year. They've definitely gone to work and done their homework and been able to have shown speed all this year. You don't just see it in the 42, you also see it in the 1. You look at some of the other teams we're racing, the Penske guys, obviously they've shown some speed. And you look at the 21, they have that same speed as a Penske affiliate. And for us, the 78's always been faster than us, and we're just not sure why. But, we've been getting closer to what those guys are doing. We're all trying to work on our sim packages and be able to better understand all that together as a group. And I feel like we're close, and, it's just a matter of time before all of us can continue to be where we need to be, and that's to beat all those guys consistently every week.
Go next to Jerry.
Jerry Jordan, KickingTheTires.net, and Performance Racing Network. Kyle, obviously, you sometimes catch a bad rap, but can you tell fans why you guys are so passionate, why it means so much for you? It's not just about winning, but it's about everything with the organization. Can you go into that and explain why you would be upset when you don't get a pinnacle race like that?
I thought I just did. What else you want me to elaborate on?
I guess to explain to fans who give you grief, who all week long, Dale Jr. talking on his Periscope about you needing a Snickers bar explain to people why drivers are so passionate and why you can show your emotions the way you do. If that's what that's what they want, and then they bitch at you when you do show them.
Okay, there's haters in every form. Dale Jr. has haters. I do. Austin Dillon did. People aren't respecting the fact that he won a race because it was fuel mileage. He won. He has the ring. He's got the trophy. It's his. It doesn't necessarily matter sometimes how you win these races or how you lose these races. That's just the way that it was. The day kind of comes out of it. But Certainly different people show their emotions in different ways. And unfortunately for me, mine has never been very gracious, and I don't know that it ever will be. I'm kind of learning that as the days go on. When my son is 2 years old, I see where it came from. It's genetic. I'm sorry. That's just who I am. That's what I was given. I mean, if there's anyone to blame, it's probably the guy upstairs. I can probably get better and go to training and classes and everything else, but I don't know. I mean, it is the way it is. I've been fortunate enough to have been blessed to be in the opportunity that I'm in. I've got great sponsors and partners that are with me, and they've stuck with me through a lot worse than what happened this week. And that's through relationships. Those people that are close to me understand me and know who I am outside the racetrack as a personable person, as a friend. And that's why I am able to continue to be able to have the relationships and the sponsorships that I do.
Go next to Lee.
Lee Spencer, Motorsport.com. On a different topic, there's been talk about adding more points to the majors in the sport, whether it's the Coca-Cola 600, 500, Southern 500, Brickyard, et cetera. Would you be in favor of that?
I am in favor of that. I heard somebody bring that up on a radio show earlier this week, and I think that's an awesome idea. I think because I heard a caller call in and say that they, in golf, for instance, and this could be the same thing for NASCAR races or not, I don't know, but he said, I only watch the majors of golf. I turn into the U.S. Open, I turn into the Masters, and I turn into the British Open, whatever the heck it was. That's all I watch. And I'm like, okay, well, if that's all people want to watch, the Daytona 500 is the biggest listed race for us, watched race, right? So at least if we can have 4 marquee events, maybe we can have 4 marquee races that people really tune into and watch, and there's more emphasis on that for us. And if they're not going to do it financially, then do it points related. So I don't think that that's a bad idea at all. I think that the Coke 600, I think that was a great mix of how to be able to do it with as long as that race is, to kind of break it up into an extra segment. I don't think there's anything wrong in being able to do something like that for the other 2 events. I wouldn't make them double points races. I think the segments, breaking it up and having more opportunities to score points throughout the event is probably the better opportunity there than making it a double points race just for how you finish that event.
Well, Kyle, congratulations on winning the Coors Light Pull Award. Good luck
right,
this
thanks.
weekend.